Hey folks, Tommy Yarsh here with Horns 24/7 alongside the Texas Hall of Famer TJ Ford. TJ, thanks so much for being here with us today,
What's
man.
going on, Tommy? My
Good,
pleasure.
good to see you as always. Talking a little bit of Texas basketball today ahead of the NCAA Tournament. TJ, first just want to grab your overall thoughts on the season. 26-8 record. They secure a 2 seed in the opening round of this tournament. They win the Big 12 tournament, defeating Kansas twice by double digits in 1 week. What'd you make of the Longhorns season?
I mean, we had a really, really good season. If you look at the way we was able to start off the season, being a top ranked team and being able to continue to get better, and um, of those expectations, hold on to it all season. From the beginning of the season all the way to the end, these guys have showed good character, good integrity, um, commitment to each other, and I think the brand of basketball that we've been able to display all season has been fun to watch and been exciting. Um, to feel good about our Texas Longhorns.
Now, heading into the tournament, I think one of the biggest storylines is Rodney Terry. You played for Coach Terry back in your days at Texas. Everybody talking about, does he get the job? Does he not get the job? Where do you stand on that? Do you think that Rodney Terry deserves the Texas head
I mean,
coaching
Rodney
spot?
Terry has done an excellent job, and I went on Twitter and I stated my case of endorsing him as being a head coach. He's well deserving of that. Obviously, we still have a season to be played. We're in the NCAA tournament, and I'm pretty sure once the season is over, all those things will get hashed out. But I think right now, he is our coach leading us into the tournament, hoping to get to a Final Four appearance.
And speaking of the tournament, talk about the opening round matchup against Colgate, one of the better three-point shooting teams in the country. What do you think of that matchup between Colgate and the Longhorns? Where do you think Texas, if they can win the game, where do they win it?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind. I'm going in confident that we have a really, really good team. I know we have these fears, and once you get to the NCAA tournament, the results haven't really lived up to it. But I'm really confident that our team has been playing well all season. I'm going against the Colgate, which is a really good team that shoots a lot of threes, and really going to put them up. And I think when you look at our coaching staff that we have, I think the preparation will be there, and I know they will make the adjustments to be able to guard that 3-point line. So um, you have players that are, this is it for them. I know that feeling going to a tournament knowing this is your last season. So I feel really confident that our guys will go in and handle business in the first round. And I'm looking forward to watching them, just like everybody else in the country.
You talk about players heading into potentially their last games. One of those guys I know you're really close with. He came through your TJ Ford Academy program, Sir Jabari Rice. His first year at Texas, he transfers from New Mexico State. What's your relationship been like with Jabari, and how have you seen him grow since his days playing for you?
I mean, Jabari is one of the guys that's right here from Missouri City, a kid that we've been able to, mentor and being able to guide through our youth program when it comes to our mentorship and when it comes to our AAU program. So he has a really unique story. He had to deal with a lot of obstacles to be able to get to the point that he's at now, and he was able to kind of stay on that straight path of what he wanted to be able to accomplish for himself. Um, and got to give a lot of credit to the staff at New Mexico State for being able to, um, really just help him. They gave him an opportunity, they gave him years, and he showed his commitment and loyalty to them for 4 years. And it's been a blessing to be able to have him at the University of Texas, where he's able to graduate, which is being one of the first in his family, and being able to have a stellar season here. So it's been great to see him have success. It's something that he's always believed in himself, and it's just been great to see him do it on the big stage.
I know you're pretty well connected with the program aside from Jabari as well. I've seen you talk to guys like Arterio Morris. You had part in Ron Holland's commitment. What has been your message to the kids who are coming up now in the Texas program? Arterio Morris is a true freshman. Ron Holland going to be a true freshman here next year. What have you been trying to convey to them, maybe from your years or your experience in the past?
Well, the experience is just being able to see these guys grow through AAU basketball, and being able to be in tournaments, play against these guys, and just build a rapport or this relationship from them from just being around. I think when it comes to me, any advice and any information that I can provide to the kids and to the parents, it's what I do, whether that benefits whatever university. I'm not tied to just telling kids about the University of Texas. I think for me, it's just giving them my words and my wisdom, and hope that they make the right decisions with the choices that they have to make. And obviously, when kids make that commitment to the University of Texas, obviously being that ambassador, being uh, 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 a person who wants to just share the things that can help them, achieve success, not only on the basketball court, but in the classroom and from a relationship building standpoint for us businessmen. So I think for me, it's being able to just show them my wisdom and give them my experience of things that I know that they will need now and that will benefit them for their future.
I mentioned the TJ Ford Academy, and we're here at your gorgeous, brand new, state of the art facility out here in Missouri City. What can you tell us about why you wanted to build this facility? We've already got people practicing. It's early in the morning, folks. We've already got kids practicing. What was your drive to build this facility, and what do you want to do with it in the
Well, we
future?
know it's a need, right? And it's a need for athletes to be able to get in the gym. And this is a unique space where it's a locker room. So for me, being from Missouri City, I always wanted to be able to come back and have a huge input and imprint and building something for kids can cherish. So obviously, when it comes to the basketball space of being able to design the gym, I feel it's one of the most beautiful designs. And I hope that I can design many more gyms. But the overall goal is being in your community, giving kids a safe haven and a safe place to be able to express themselves when they're happy, express themselves when they're not at their best. And I think it gives us a home and it gives kids a place to be able to come, stay out of trouble, and also just be able to work on their game and just knowing the environment and good people here to help them no matter what they're going through. I think any kid and any athlete that come through here, whether it's high school kids, middle school kids, even the college and NBA guys, I just have a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience from all different facets of my experience, from being a star athlete, being a guy who had to become a role player, having to deal with injuries throughout my career, my career end short, being able to go through all these different emotions, right? Being traded, right? Not being where people felt like you was going to be the best athlete. So I've been through any emotion that these athletes and kids could go through. Um, and you just want to share that experience, right? And be an open book to people. And I think for me, it's been a real blessing because I use these kids just as much as they use me, just for that foundation set of the reward of seeing them go to school and also, just watch their journey.
I've worked on my game a little bit here as well, and I can tell you it's great. My game wouldn't help me at all. I'm no good. But if there are people who are good and want to get involved, how do they get here?
Man, just go to tjfordacademy.com. You can do a little bit of research about our program. We're just teaching kids life skills through the game of basketball. We provide a lot of opportunities for uh, young men, young women, and just trying to show them what character, integrity, and how to enjoy this beautiful game. I think for us, we like to do a lot of educational programming to give kids structure that I continue to evolve every year, and just try to give kids that edge and that knowledge that we can provide for them.
Last question here for you, TJ. I'm going to pick into your expertise once more. Even though, let the record show, I beat this guy in horse one time a couple weeks ago, so don't forget that. Last question though, NCAA tournament coming up. This Texas team, you were the last guy to lead Texas to a Final Four back in '03. Do you think this Texas team can fill in your shoes finally after all these years and make it that far?
Well, I know we have the team and we have the ability to get there. Obviously, the NCAA tournament, it's a weekend to weekend base, right? And you have to be the same consistent team from week to week, and you have to continue to get better. And obviously, you have these short turnarounds and unfamiliarity of teams that you're going to face. So, it's a huge challenge for all 64 teams. What I would say is you have to take it one game at a time. I don't want to put that kind of pressure expectations on the team. But what I will say is I feel confident they have a good chance and the ability and the right staff and the right players to accomplish that. Hopefully we can able to experience that. But I think the first thing first is you can't look past the first opponent. And the first opponent we have to take care of business is Colgate. And I think that's the beginning of the start to get to the Final Four.
Wise as always. Thanks so much for joining us, TJ. Make sure you stick around the horns247.com website for more as we head into the NCAA tournament. And make sure to like and subscribe to the Horns 24/7 YouTube channel. We've got more content coming your way. For TJ Ford, I'm Tommy Yarsh. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.